Hey friends, Matthew Harris here, multiple seven-figure entrepreneur and co-founder of an incredible company called Emris International. And whether you're sitting down by yourself watching this video or if you're with a group of people, I'm just excited to share with you the information about our company, and you get to make an informed decision to decide if you want to be a part of where it is that we're going. Now, a quick disclaimer up front. Listen, you might have tried some businesses before, and in this world that we live in, there's so many different things coming our way, right? All these different opportunities, and you might be a little bit skeptical. And being a skeptic is a good thing. It just means you need more information. Now, a cynic, on the other hand, is someone who could see me walking on the water right behind me and would still criticize me because I can't swim. All right, so I'm not here for the cynics. I'm here for the skeptics to share with you some information about our company, our product line, and our movement that is completely transforming lives of people all across the continent of Africa, starting in the country that's so dear to me, South Africa. I actually grew up in the Eastern Cape in a small town called Butterworth, or Ikua. Grew up eating pap, mush, and all the amazing things that come with growing up in the Eastern Cape. And for many of us growing up in that area, I'd never seen a multimillionaire before. I never saw what wealth could look like, except on TV. And so I thought that in order for me to be able to have the kinds of lifestyle that I dreamt about, to be able to travel more, to be able to have homes, to be able to take care of my family, I'd need to leave Africa. And many people grow up thinking the same way. Maybe you know someone who grew up in your neighborhood and they left the continent and they never came back, all right? It's like they went to heaven or something. How many of us know people like that? And so we grow up in Africa thinking, okay, in order for me to achieve my dreams, I need to change my location. Friends, I'm here today to let you know that the truth is the complete opposite. You don't need to change your location in order to improve your situation. You need to change the way that you think. Because here's what I realized. Just like there are multimillionaires in the United States, there are also multimillionaires in Africa, aren't there? And just like there are poor people in Africa, there are poor people in the United States. What I wanted to discover was what's the difference. And so like many people, I was told, in order to become successful, in order to have that financial stability, there's three things you need to do. Go to school, get good grades, and then do what? Get a good job, right? And so I did that. Didn't know what I was going to do with my life, but even when I graduated, I had over 400,000 Rand in student loan debt. I don't know if any of you can relate. So now you're starting to do everything you thought you needed to do to become successful, and now you find yourself being further and further and further and further behind. And so for me, I realized that the path I was going down was going to lead me into more debt, more frustration, more trading time for money, more living paycheck to paycheck. And I don't know about you, but that's not the way that I believe we're supposed to live our lives. And so here's what I want you to understand. When it comes to transforming your life, there's a simple concept that you need to discover. It's a concept that I discovered that completely transformed my life. Here's what it is. Profits are better than wages. When I graduated from college, I was going to work. I was working nonstop, it seemed. I had a bank account. I would get paid twice a month. The money would get deposited into the bank account, would disappear. It was like I had a black hole, right? It's like living paycheck to paycheck became my reality. And so what I started to do was try to find people that had financial freedom, that had the time freedom to travel the world, but also had the money to be able to do that. And maybe for you to be in a position where you travel is a great thing, or maybe you just want to take care of your family better. I don't know what your goals are. For me, I had massive goals, and so I wanted to find a way to achieve them. And I found mentors in business that had all created massive success, and I copied them. And my life completely changed. But for the average person who's been programmed by society that you have to go to school, get good grades, get a good job, that's all we know, right? And so what I had to do was completely transform the way that I was thinking. And I read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, written by a gentleman named Robert Kiyosaki. If you haven't read the book, absolutely check it out. But he talks about the cash flow quadrant and how the majority of people in the world simply focus on working They don't focus on having their money work for them. And so here's how simple it is that most of the people end up being what's called employees or self-employed people. That makes up 97% of the world's population. But these people only control 3% of the world's wealth. On the other side, you have business owners and investors. This group of people only makes up 3% of the world's population, but controls 97% of the world's wealth. And so when I discovered this, I said, well, how can I get to become a business owner and investor? For most people, that's a challenging move to make because it costs a lot of money to start a business, doesn't it? It's difficult. Most businesses don't survive the first couple of years. We are not taught in school how to become wealthy. For example, you can go to your MBA program or whatever you want. You can go to Harvard Business School and you will not find Wealth 101 in any kind of curriculum all around the world because the world doesn't teach people how to become entrepreneurs. Our educational system teaches us how to become employees. Now, I'm not down on education. I'm just really up on opportunity. And that's why it's so powerful right now for us to talk about this incredible company that is shifting the landmark and putting the opportunity of entrepreneurship in the hands of anyone, regardless of your background, regardless of your race, regardless of your gender, regardless of your religion, that you now have the ability to create the lifestyle of your dreams if you're willing to follow a simple system. Now, there is a catch. All right, there is a catch to everything that we're going to be talking about over the next couple of minutes. And this is the catch. Whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. This isn't tatama chances, tatama millions. This is not some kind of lottery ticket. My partners and I came together with a vision of creating a company that could elevate the human experience all around the world using premium lifestyle products. And the name of that company is Emris International. In fact, the name itself stands for what we intend to do. The name means undying legacy. And so as you look at our company, as you evaluate this opportunity that's positioning people in front of massive, massive, massive explosive trends around the world, understand that the co-founders of this company have over 50 plus years of business experience. We've gone through the ups and the downs of what it takes to build successful businesses. Our CEO and co-founder, Aspen Emris, is a rock star in the network marketing space. She's been a #1 income earner during her time as a distributor. She's also worked on the corporate side of some of the largest companies in network marketing. She's one of the hardest working people that I've ever met, but she has a heart for people, has a heart for serving people, and we're so blessed to have her at the helm of our company. Eileen Harris is our Chief Strategy Officer and co-founder with our company. She is an absolute rock star as well. What you'll find with Eileen is not only does she have an incredible heart for people, but she is a stone-cold businesswoman and strategist. She has a Master's of Business Administration, has 2 bachelor's degrees, is bilingual, and is the kind of mind that people all around the world have been seeking time with because of the way that she thinks. And so she's one of the most influential thought leaders, entrepreneurs, and coaches in the world today. Been featured as Forbes Council member, and all kinds of different magazines and publications around the world have talked about her success and the way that she thinks. And myself, I shared with you my story a moment ago about growing up in Africa, coming to the United States, going from literally nothing to earning my first couple $1 million at a very young age, and going beyond that to build multiple $1 million businesses all around the world. And I'm not saying any of that to impress you, but to impress upon you that we've all been in that place where we wanted things to change. We were ready for things to change. We were sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so fortunately for us, we found this industry of network marketing, got started, and built our way all up to the top 1% of 1% of the space. We knew that we could no longer try to find the opportunity of a lifetime. We wanted to create it. And what's unique about that, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about the birth of Emris, this company now that is exploding as a multi-million-dollar company, completely debt-free, one of the things that's unique about us is our commitment to the African continent. And so as you're watching this, you're one of the first people to find out, not just in South Africa, but in the entire continent of Africa, about a movement that is transforming people's lives in a massive, massive way. So when it comes down to actually making an impact in people's lives and building a legacy, there's no greater way, in our opinion, to be able to do that than by helping people from a health perspective. See, your health is your wealth. Ask anyone you know if they could live longer, younger, would they? They're all going to say yes. So let me ask you a question. How many of you know someone who's maybe challenged with weight. We like to joke about Mkaba must fall, but did you know that there's an obesity crisis right now ravaging Southern Africa? And so people are looking for a healthy way to lose those extra kilograms, to get in the better shape, because that allows them to live a much better lifestyle. Now, how many of you guys know someone right now who's maybe stressed out, who's always anxious, who's always on edge? Guys, I'll be honest, that was me. For a long time in my career as an entrepreneur, always being on the go, it seemed like my brain would never slow down. I could never seem to quite relax. And so I started to look for a healthy way to help me. And that's when we discovered the CBD space. Now, CBD doesn't just stand for Central Business District. It stands for cannabidiol, all right? It's a compound that's actually found in the hemp plant. Now, when we talk about CBD, this is something that is on the lips of celebrities all around the world. It's in the news, left and right. You can do a Google search right now for CBD. It's one of the most looked for or searched for 3 letters in the English language today. But yet so many people don't even understand what it is. And for me, being the son of a pastor, even looking into products that were coming from the cannabis plant, I just couldn't look much further than that. It was a bit of a brain switch for me, because I'd always grown up hearing about the devil's lettuce and how I should stay away from things like dacha or marijuana. So when I looked at CBD, I didn't understand that there was a difference. And there is. Marijuana and hemp are 2 different types of plants. They look the same, they smell the same, they're part of the cannabis family, but they're not the same plant. Hemp is high in CBD, low in THC, whereas marijuana is high in THC and low in CBD. And hemp actually got a really bad reputation because of the way that it's been related to marijuana, and that was actually something it didn't deserve. It's kind of like being in a family where you have the same last name or the same surname as someone else, and because they're a bad person, maybe they're getting in trouble all the time, maybe they have a bad reputation, because you look like them, because you sound like them, maybe you smell like them too, but because you have the last name that they have, you end up having a bad reputation too. If you can relate, just look straight ahead, don't raise your hand if that's you. But I think then you can understand why hemp had been put in that category. And so even though for thousands of years it's been one of the most respected plants on the planet, it can make over 25,000 different types of products. It was actually banned in the Western world because it looked like dacha or looked like marijuana. Until 2018, where in the United States, President Trump signed the Farm Bill and actually made it legal in the United States to not only farm hemp, but also to make hemp products. And that has opened up the industry all around the world as a result. Now, when it comes to CBD products, here's the thing, you have to be very careful. Because of the way that this industry is expected to grow, from last year doing just around 700 million to the year 2022 being a $22 billion industry, there's a lot of people trying to get their hands on this oil rush. And so CBD products are not equal. Just because there's CBD on the bottle label doesn't mean that that is an actually great product for you to use. And so some of the things you want to pay close attention to when you look at our Synergy line of products is why they work so well. And what's the big deal with CBD? It is because when your body actually is running through its day-to-day processes, you're sleeping at night, going through your day-to-day routine, your body's producing what's called cannabinoids. These are compounds that actually connect and interact with your endocannabinoid system. This is one of the massive and most important discoveries in human science for the last generation. This was just discovered within the last 10 to 15 years. But when your body burns through these cannabinoids that are connecting with that endocannabinoid system, or your ECS for short, that's when you're out of balance. And so when you burn through those cannabinoids, that's when some health challenges can occur. And so the hemp plant has CBD as one of those compounds that interacts with your endocannabinoid system to bring balance back into your life. Now, here's what's important though. It's not just the CBD. There are other cannabinoids inside the hemp plant that work synergistically to actually create what's called the entourage effect. And so what our product line looks like is this. We sat down with our formulators and we found the best farms in the United States. We found the best strains of hemp that produce the highest amount of CBD and other cannabinoids and other terpenes along with it to produce this entourage effect so that you can actually experience the true power of nature. Now, here's what we did. We actually met down with our formulators and decided we want to have a Rolls-Royce product and we want to be able to sell it for the price of a Honda. And that's exactly what we did with Synergy. First off, it's 100% THC free. That's huge. It's third-party lab tested. We actually test our biomass before we produce the final product 3 times to make sure there's no pesticides, that there's no heavy metals, to make sure that there's nothing that's contaminating that product. And then we do third-party lab testing that 4th time, and we publish all of our third-party results on our website, emrisinternational.com, meaning you know for a fact that the highest quality product is now in your hands. And as a result of that, the stories that people are experiencing of breakthrough with so many health challenges are absolutely incredible. I want you to take a listen to those right now.
I started taking Synergy about 4 or 5 months ago after a hijacking I was in, which left me with severe anxiety and severe trauma, and I literally couldn't sleep at night, but was very skeptical. I reluctantly decided to try Synergy because it was THC free and it had third-party testing to prove that it was clean and there was no funny stuff with it. So got on the product. Literally overnight I felt like a new person. My panic attacks they are gone. My anxiety is basically completely gone.
As I'm using the Emris CBD oil, I was having pimples on my chest, and then I used one of the oil, and then within a week I've been cured, and I was struggling to sleep over the night, and then now I'm stress-free because I sleep nicely each and every day. I love Emris.
Since I've started using Synergy, I experienced a lot of relaxation in my body, good sleep, and also other habits have changed.
I used to suffer from headaches daily. There wasn't a day that went by that I didn't come home and tell my husband I had a headache. And I tend to suffer from depression and even a little bit of anxiety. And I don't like the way that antidepressants that the doctor gave me would make me feel all plasticky. So I saw the products from a friend of mine and just decided that, you know what, I've got nothing to lose, so let's give it a try. And I must say, my headaches, gone. My depression, what's that? Anxiety, don't have it. This product has changed my life dramatically. And besides conquering the things that I wanted it to help me with, I have improved sleep. And even my sinuses have cleared. So, thank you, Emris.
My son, Marnus, was diagnosed with severe ADHD at the age of 2.5, one of the youngest patients ever with his pediatrician. And after using medication for 6 weeks, the symptoms started acting up again, and as a mom I decided I am not going to up his medication. We started using Synergy hemp extract oil, and it changed my son's life. No more bursts of anger, no more sleeplessness, no more bullying his sister.
Ndiqale ukusebenzisa iSynergy CBD oil this year around April. So before I used Synergy, I used to have a problem. Whenever I'm stressed, I used to have rash all over my body, and I wasn't even able to show up my arms out. So ever since I've used it, now I'm stress-free, and whenever I get stressed, I don't get all the allergies that I used to get.
Now, from a weight loss perspective, let me ask you something. Who do you know right now who wants to lose up to 2.5 kilograms in the next 7 days or less? Sound awesome? That's exactly what we have with our product, Renew. It's a gentle detox cleanse that actually helps speed up your metabolism, helps really attack those trouble areas from a fat storage perspective, but also, and this is the biggest part about it, is helping cleanse your body down to the cellular level. And the stories that we have on this product are absolutely amazing.
My name is Mlondolo Zuvava. For some years now, I have battled to lose weight, especially weight and fat around my stomach area. I have tried all the portions, all the fat-burning pills that you can think of that are available over the counter, but I did not get any major result. On the 15th of November 2019, I started using Renew by Emris. And by the 1st of December, I noticed that I have lost about 4 kgs and I've lost about 10 centimeters around my waist area.
Within a space of a week, show positive results that I've lost about 3 kgs.
I love how I feel. I love what I see. I lost 6 kgs in a matter of 1 month. I lost some body fat, 1 size down, all because of this beautiful product, Renew.
So in the world that we live in, maybe you're watching this video and maybe you got a little distracted, maybe you're already on your smartphone, maybe you're scrolling through social media, through the news feed, I don't know. Look, we all do this, right? But here's why I'm even saying that, is because the world that we live in, we are constantly looking at our phones, aren't we? All right, we're constantly communicating with people all around the world. We live in this world where we're so connected and it's incredible. It's the best time ever to be an entrepreneur. It's the best time ever to create wealth. So what if you could take these incredible products that are having real results in people's lives and pair that with a business of the 21st century? The ability to build a business from your cell phone all around the world is what you have now with the opportunity when it comes to Emris International. Because we don't actually promote our products through traditional business. You won't find these products in any Discam or Clicks or any pharmacies like that. What we do is a simple concept, a belief in the fact that the most powerful form of advertising is word of mouth advertising. That if you experience a great product, you're gonna share it with other people, aren't you? Think about this. When you go get a great haircut or great spa experience, or when you go off and get an incredible service at a restaurant, or maybe a great service at with a mechanic or whatever it is, we tell our social network about it, don't we? A lot of times we'll just share it on social media via WhatsApp, or we'll just post a picture on social media or whatever it may be. And then we have friends of ours that are in our network that are gonna go then and spend money with that mechanic, that will go to that restaurant, that will go to see that movie. But we never get that money back. So those companies are excited that we're sharing about them and their products and their services, but they're not excited enough to share their profits with you or me, are they? And so here's what's so groundbreaking about Emris. We decided to take our massive advertising budget, instead of putting that in the hands of advertising agencies to put billboards or ads on the radio that most people are going to ignore anyways, all right? We decided to put that in the hands of people like yourself who get excited about these products and are willing to share them with other people. It's that simple. You're already in the social marketing space. You just haven't been getting paid for it. And so not only did we create that concept that's disrupting the business industry and made us one of the fastest growing, one of the largest companies in this space today, what's so exciting about this is that maybe you're looking for a part-time income. Maybe you're trying to take the edge off. Maybe getting paid once a month isn't enough for you, and you want to be able to make some extra income. Or maybe you're the kind of person who's just sick and tired of being sick and tired of it, and maybe that job is just not cutting it for you, and you want to become job optional, to wake up when you're done sleeping, to go to Dubai on a Tuesday just for control. I don't know what your goals might be, but you know that the path that you're on is getting you further and further and further from them. And so with our company, you can start this business for less than the price of the cell phone that's in your hand right now. And you can start to create whatever income stream you're looking to build with our company. There's 10 different ways that you actually earn an income with Emris. The first way is, as a brand ambassador, you're able to actually retail our products through your social network. You're able to get the products from our company at a 20% discount, and you can mark that up. So as you retail them to people that you know right now who may be looking for a way to lose some extra weight, anyone you know right now who's struggling to sleep at night, anyone you know who's stressed out, and all the different results and benefits that potentially could come from using world-class CBD products, when you share them with other people, you're able to make that 20% profit. The second way that we reward you is actually when you help them become a VIP customer of Emris. And a VIP customer is really a cool thing. It's 140 Rand one time to set up your account, but that means that you'll be able to get that same 20% discount that our brand ambassadors get. In fact, not only will you get that discount, but we're going to courier the product directly to your doorstep from our warehouse in Johannesburg. And what that means is it's very simple for you to be able to get your hands on these products. But on top of that, as you use the products and as they run out, you're going to order more because you love the results that you're getting. And every time that you order products as a VIP customer, you're going to earn loyalty rewards credits that actually give you more and more discounts. Did you know that we have people in Emris right now that have even had enough points built up that they've even gotten some free product from our company? How amazing is that? Now, as a brand ambassador, when you help someone become a VIP customer, you're still going to be able to earn an income. So you're helping them save 20%, but we're still going to pay you. In fact, we're going to pay you a 10% commission on that commissionable volume on every order that that customer makes. In fact, all the way up to 25%, with a third way of earning is what you have the ability to earn with those VIP customers. The fourth way that we reward you is actually with our VIP customer bonus pool. Here's how simple that is. With as little as 3 VIP customers and the qualifying volume from those customers in a 4-week period, you can start to earn shares and override the entire company's sales with customers. Now, moving beyond that, think about anyone you know right now who's sick and tired of being sick and tired. Who do you know right now who maybe wants to have the kind of income and lifestyle freedom that this business can provide? And so don't be greedy. Share the gift of Emris with your social network and let them know about the business side that they can actually participate in as well. And when they get started as a brand ambassador, they're going to join your organization. They're going to join your business with you. And when they do that, they're going to be purchasing product, just like you will when you get started after watching this video. And so here's what we do. We have fast start bonuses that we pay out. And the idea behind this was to put now money in your pocket as you're building your undying legacy. And you're able to earn a $25 commission or a $100 commission based on the package that that brand ambassador signed up with. So to put this really simply, think about this. If you introduce 5 people in the next 30 days who got started with our Legacy Builder Kit, and that will generate a $100 commission per person. 5 times 100 is $500. So look, right around 7,500 Rand, just for introducing 5 people. And there's no limit to the amount of people that you can actually introduce. And we take it a step further because as you're introducing people into this business, you're going to structure them inside of what's called our hybrid binary structure. And the word binary stands for 2. So to unlock this team commission component of our compensation plan, this is where things start to get really, really exciting, because this is where you're tapping into the power of residual income. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe that if you really understood what the power of residual income was like, you'd run through a brick wall to get it, because it's the kind of income that you work hard for one time and it keeps paying you week after week, month after month, even potentially year after year after year. And it all starts by introducing 2 people. So how many of you guys know 2 people that like you? All right, if you're struggling, think about your mom, your dad, your cousins, or something like that. And what you're going to do is introduce 2 people who become brand ambassadors in Emris with you. You're going to place one on the left and one on the right. And when you do that, you're going to reach the level of executive in our company. And congratulations, because that means you just unlocked our team commission component. This is a residual income component that pays up to $75,000 per week. So 1 million Rand per week is the max that the team commissions component pays out. And you might be thinking, oh, but Matthew, I don't know a whole lot of people. I don't know thousands of people. Well, you know 2 people, don't you? And if you introduce 2 people who introduce 2, that's 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, it continues to grow. 128 continues to grow. 256 continues to grow if everyone just focus on introducing 2 people. All right, you see how powerful that is. And so at the level of 2-star executive, you're able to unlock check matches on the people that you personally enrolled. And when you reach the level of 1-star director and above, that actually opens up generations of check matching. Means you can check match an unlimited amount of people at any depth in your organization. It takes the earning potential of your Emris business to a dramatic new level. Now on top of that, we added 2 global bonus pools into our dream plan compensation structure we're talking about right now. The first one opens up at the level of director, the second one at the level of vice president. What you're able to do, ladies and gentlemen, is override the entire company's sales when you reach the level of director. All right, it's very simple to do. We've had people hit this level the first day, the first couple of weeks, the first couple of months. I'm not here to tell you how fast you should achieve this level. I'm just going to let you know that when you do, you are absolutely going to be blown away by the power of overriding the entire company, one of the fastest growing companies in the world today. The same thing is true at the level of vice president. Now, the 10th way that we reward you is through incentive trips and experiences. Imagine being able to dip your toes in the sands of Bali, or maybe to go over to Italy, or to go to Mozambique, or to visit some of the most incredible sites of the world, paid for by Emris. That's a vacation, right? Trips are what most of us are used to paying. Paying for the hotels, paying for the flights, paying for the food, paying for your kids, paying for their kids, your kids' friends to come with. But it's a vacation if all you do is show up and everything is taken care of. Where would you love to go with Emris? Friends, over the last couple of minutes, I just shared with you a groundbreaking concept that is all about building a legacy. And as we've come to the end of our time together, I just want to share with you what your next steps are. All all right? Now, maybe you're the kind of person that says, you know what? I want to absolutely transform my health. I want to get started using these incredible products, and that's all I want to do. So if you want to become a retail customer, just communicate directly with a person who invited you to see this information right now and order product directly from them. They'll make sure that you get taken care of, and you're going to absolutely love the way that you feel using our Emris products. But if you know that you're already looking to transform your health, why not save some money, all right, and become a VIP customer today? Like I said a moment ago, it's just 140 Rand one time, and you're able to save 20% on our products, as well as unlock that incredible loyalty rewards program. But if there's anything in you right now that's saying, I'm dissatisfied about my finances, that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you were the same place like I was many years ago, where I had to make a decision to change my life from a financial perspective, I want you to listen to me very carefully right now. You have two ways to get started in our business. There's the Income Builder Business Kit or the Legacy Builder Business Kit. The Income Builder Kit is going to come with 2 bottles of Synergy for you to use, sample out, and retail, as well as your own website that you're able to use to market to your social network. But most importantly, it's going to put you positioned inside of our company in front of this massive trend of success with the tools, the training that you need to win. Now, for those of you that have a big dream for your life, that know that you're called to be the head and not the tail, to be above and not beneath, that know that your season has come, I want you to get started with us as a founding partner in Emris. What we did is actually create a special place in history in the growth of our company for people that go all in with us. And that means you get started with our Legacy Builder Kit. It's going to bring 7 bottles of Synergy for you to use, sample out, and retail, and all the other great tools and resources that come along with being a brand ambassador in our company. But most importantly, it's going to position you as a founding partner in our company. Doesn't that just sound awesome? Just to be able to tell people, hey, when they say, what do you do for a living? And you say, I'm a founding partner with Emris International. In fact, we list the names of our founding partners on emrisinternational.com. In fact, you're also not only going to have special recognition as a founding partner, you also get a special founding partner pin that you're able to wear to all Emris events or just whenever you feel like it. But we also have a special place for you at our company, and that's for those who have a big vision for their life. Friends, regardless of which way you decide to get started, I want to applaud you for that decision, because it's in that moment that your life changes. Friends, I remember being on a flight to South Africa in 2016. My grandmother had been ill for a long time. My family said, it's time for you to come home because we don't know how much longer she has. She was living in Athlone in Cape Town, and I got the chance to spend 7 days with her before she took her last breath. And people kept coming to our home in Cape Town, bringing their condolences, their well wishes, and telling me things about my grandmother that I didn't even know. But so many of them said something that stuck with me till this day. They said, Matthew, your grandmother made an impact on my life. Because of your grandmother, I am who I am to this day. And friends, when I caught that flight to come back to the United States, there was one word that kept ringing in my ears over and over and over again. It was legacy. It was me realizing that even though my grandmother didn't leave behind an inheritance, she left behind a legacy in the lives of other people. And it made me think to myself, what are people going to say about me when my time is up? What are they going to say to my grandchildren? Are they going to say, this is the guy who grew up along the Oakland-Dana Road, moved to the United States, got the American dream? Or are they going to say, this is the guy who came home and changed my life? Friends, that is what we're doing here with Emris. We're changing people's lives. We're changing generations, and we're breaking generational curses by putting in the power of wealth into the hands of the masses. And so I absolutely celebrate you. Welcome to the best years of your life. Welcome to Emris. Until we talk again, my challenge to all of us is to dream, then find a way. Take care, guys.